and back to Python series, the Python program, number one program language in the world today. And today we are going to see the topic called date and time model in Python with a demonstration of very small examples. The previous session I explained about what is calendar and how to use the calendar model and how to methods, calendar methods. With the help of methods, what can do, print the year of the calendar and find the leap year between the two given number of years, like that. Let's go for today's session. So datetime model is one of the important concept in Python. Day-to-day life you can use, and a huge concept, some of them highlighting and giving here with the demonstration. If you are beginner, absolute beginner, definitely it will be helpful for you. Sorry for inconvenience, let's go for here. Here, today's session definitely helpful to learn how to get current date and time, and also how to get the only current date of the year today, and so on what is inside datetime model, and also some of the familiar data models are called date class, time class, datetime class, and time delta class with a few examples. So let's go over here. So first, how to get current date and time. So as you know, previous classes I explained what is model and what is the package and everything with the demonstration. So you have idea about model. So here, when you want to use current date and time, you need support of date time model first. When you want, anytime, and I am going to show the demo in only Python 3.8 ideal version. Let's go for here. So first we see how to get current date and time, only current date and time, like that. So here, first step is import space date time. Another method you can follow it here. So I want print current date time, so I can give date time underscore object is equal to date time dot now, and after that I can use a print, that is a date time underscore object print of. So also now if you want, you can do separately one by one, or you can make a new window. There you can type the program and save as a.py like that and execute also. I will do a upcoming session like that only, 2 times save. In this previous upcoming exam also like that only. So print date time underscore object enter. Yeah, successfully executed. So the whenever give this Python script, it printing the today date and time is 8:55 like that, and showing with some number of seconds, because Python no, so somewhat different will be there. Now we see next one. How to print only current date. So if you want to also, again just now imported date time, so I know to no need to again import the model. So I can give the line date underscore object is called date time dot date dot today off. This is definitely helpful. How to work with, how do I work with the date and time model? So I want only the date today. So that's what I am writing. I am adding now object and removing remaining I am typing here. Yeah. Say now I got it. Yes. So whenever I try to give, it will give complete information. Let's come to the presentation here. Now, so question is, what is insert datetime? Because we can generally use dir function to get a list of containing all your attributes of a model here. So for example, import space datetime, then you print the directory of datetime. So whenever you give, it will show what are the default functions and the elements in the model directory with the help of directory function. So this information will be very based on your ideally whether you use Python 3.8 or 3.5 2 point something old version or some other ideally PyCharm or something. Just show it here. So just I want to check what are the inside the datetime model. Yeah, so it's showing the information like maximum year, minimum year, built-in catchy, cappy, says time, time delta, and so on. These are attributes and elements that begin with the directory of datetime model. Let's back to presentation. So now we'll see one by one day. This one, date class, time class, datetime class, and class time delta class with a few examples. First one, datetime dot date class. What the use of this one means? Because it can instantiate date objects from the date class. A date object represents a date. So you know date means what? Entire year, month and day. So in real time life, you many of them seeing the physical calendar or some soft copy. What on the soft copy or some information the view of soft copy in manner of mobiles or anywhere. So calendar can say anytime. So here, for example, I want to print the date object to represent the date. So I can use again first of is must, that is import datetime. Then I can call the object called d is equal to datetime dot date of. Date of some information I'm giving, and I'm giving print of d. So it will try to print the date object here. Let's cover execution. So Python you can use like this only. Comma only. First year, then month and date. So index error coming. Let's go now edit. Yeah. So print d. Print of d. Now successfully executed. Today date 11/4/2020. So printing the today date like this. Now how to get the current date? Another option. So I want to print the current date. Another option we could use. That means example 2 here. We can create date object containing the current date by using a class method named today. So whenever you want to use date and time model, we can use another option called today also. So let's go for another example where you can see the example here from datetime. So that time you need another model support called in Python, that's called from datetime space import date. Then you can type directly today is equal to date or today of. Then print the current date is equal to comma today like that. Let's go for a demonstration. So I need model called from date import date. So again I don't want to implement here. One time enough. No, I can use another command. Here data is equal to data today of. Then I want to print the information. So I can give this line. Yeah, successfully executed. So printing current is equal to 11/4/2020 like that. Let's go for example 4 here. Back to presentation. Next example 4 here. Get date from a timestamp. Oh, one of the biggest support from Python. You know already Python is one of the language where supporting lot of library functions and predefined, or you can say library function or predefined functions. Here we can also create date object from a timestamp also. A unique Timestamp is the number of seconds between a particular date and January 1, 1970 at UTC. That's just additional information, and we can convert a timestamp to the date using from timestamp method. So whenever go for a datetime model, so you can use from timestamp method also. Let's go for an example here. So I can import same from datetime, import date, then I can use timestamp is equal to date dot from timestamp of some, this number is somewhat constant, and then print date is equal to timestamp. By default it is in the Python programming, so it will be the exact date and timestamp. Let's go for execution. So already imported the model here. So then yeah, successfully executed. So printing date, that is today date 11, sorry, some timestamp of 11/1/2012 like that. By default it printing the, based on this ID, it printing ID number, printing some information. Like example 5, where this is a small program for print today's year, month and day. So example, the program I have here d.py, where how can you use, means if you want to print entire information, date, year, month and date. Similarly soft copy or day, physical day calendar whenever you see in the houses. So I can use just now I told you some method, today is called date dot today of, then current year, today dot year, again today dot for month, current month, today dot month, and the day I can give current day comma today dot day. The program is d.py, already saved in the desktop, so I'll just go for execution. Open and execute. From date time model, import date is a model, then followed by today method. So I'm just running and code now. Yeah. So by default it started message is current year is 2020, then month is 4 and current day is 11th, like that. It's printing all information and executed successfully the program is. Next back to percentage here. Now the next class we have told just now, class of methods, datetime dot time. What is the use of this one? Is a time object instantiated from the time class represented the local time always. So example, we are going to see the program called d1.py and followed by another example where example 7, that is d2.py for print the hour, minute, second and microsecond. So these information will be very based on Python ideally something special about Python, so it will give some exact information as well as followed by some variation of seconds here. And once we create a time object, we can easily print its attributes such as hour, minute and etc. Why these are all supported? Because of the directory function, we know what are the information behind this datetime model by default. So let's go for execute d1 and d2 program. Here I give clarity. So from first step is from datetime, import time. Then I want to print a time. So I'm going to give a is equal time of and print a is equal to a comma, the comma I'm giving a. Then I want to print time, minute, second. By default I'm giving 11 comma 11 hour comma 34 minute comma 56 second. So I'm creating another time here. I'm initializing variable here b is equal to b comma, then at last c is equal to time of hours is equal to 11 comma, minute is equal to 34 comma, second is equal to 56, and print the another object here, creating c here. At last I will print all information, so I am giving d is equal to time of 11 comma 34 comma 56 comma some number and print d comma id. This is similar to id, this vary based on your id. Let's go for execution. So we have to try to print the current date time with the microseconds, seconds and microseconds. Yeah. So first what are initializing in the A object, we are not giving any values, so printing 0. Then B I we initialize the value, what are the value initialized by the user, we are it give printing here, and C also C, and D also saying with microseconds. That last one is denoting the microsecond of this one like that. So successfully executed. Let's go for D2 program, D2.py. Yeah, so I want to, just now I told you, so I want to create all the information, so I am giving, so I want print, so I am giving ASCO time of 11 comma 34 comma 56 something like that. So I want to print method, so a dot calling with the help of object here, a dot hour followed by a dot minute followed by a dot second and dot a dot microsecond. So we can give directly also, that is possible in Python. So I am directly giving and I want print now. Let's go for execution. Almost we will get the same answer similar to D1 program. Yeah, so we are getting the hour is 11, minute is 34, 56 and microsecond 0, because we are not giving any idea or any other information. So by default it printing the microsecond is 0 like that. Let's go back to presentation. Let's go another free program and continue and finish the session. So the next method is datetime. Here this model is as a class name called date class that can contain information from the both date and time objects. So it's a very easy and simple. Now example program example 8, that is to print the date time object. So the program name is d3.py and try to print the date time with the object information, and another followed by example 9 where it will print the year, month, hour, minute and timestamp also. This timestamp also one of the method applicable in the Python programming, and these also some of the information vary based on Python ideally or Python compiler like that. Then we have one more option called datetime.timedelta in the previous code, where the time delta object always represent the difference between the two dates or times. So here also output is somewhat different when you come to Python programming. So let's go for execution of example 8 and 9, that is d3.py followed by d4.py. Back to Python LDL here. Yeah, first step, import the model. Then I want to print the date, year, month and day. So I am writing A is equal to creating object A is equal to date time of 2019, 11, 28. So this year followed by month followed by date like that, and print of A. Then I am writing another method where this for date time, then comma I am writing the information like minute, second. So first one is the date completely, then hour, minute, second and followed by microsecond. Then at last I want to print the object in information print B. Let us go for execution. So simple and easy. Successfully executed. So what are the information given in the program? Same, it printing first object with 0 value, because we are not giving next value, we are giving some information followed by that one and printing all information. So if you want different output, you can change in the runtime. Let's go for d4.py. This is a program where first step we know. Then I am going to write a is equal to datetime of some date and followed by hour, minutes, seconds and microseconds, and I want to print all the information one by one, so I can use the print statement. So I am writing a dot year, then followed by a dot month in the print statement, a dot hour, a dot minute, at last a dot timestamp. Let's cover execution. Yeah, successfully executed. So what are the information given? It printing hour, minute and timestamp. It printing some information, object value has some reference, some value it printing. It will vary based on Python ID. Go back to presentation. Let's go for example. Last example here. A program for a program d5.py for print the difference between two time delta objects. Where we have program first step we know. So I am going to write a object called. I am writing the statement. So script here. T1 is equal to time delta of weeks equal to 2, comma, days equal to 5, hours equal to 1, and seconds equal to 33. Then timestamp t is equal to, I am writing time delta of days equal to 4, hours equal to 11, minutes equal to 4, seconds equal to 54. At last I want to find the difference, so I can use the subtraction, or you can say minus. So T3 is equal to T1 minus T2. At last I want to print T3 value, so I am writing T3, comma, followed by T3 like that. So whenever I give like this and execute d5.py, it will go and print the difference between these two dates, and also the output will be different because of Python and inbuilt functions here. So if you do manually, what you do 14 days minus 4 like that, 10 days like that, but this is not like that. So open d5.py and complete it. Yeah, so just now I explained you. So let's go for execution. View the output here. Yeah, successfully executed. So we are getting the answer of T3 answer is 14 days, comma, 13 hours, followed by 55 minutes and followed by 39 seconds. So again repeating, these outputs may be vary based on either Python idly or Python compiler speech, Python like that. I hope that you understand these things, how to work with the date, how to print get current date and current year, and exact calendar type, and calendar like what are the information, and time delta class and so on. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, comment in the post box channel, and stay connected with the social media. Thank you.